Okay,
Hi.
and we're back. I had to fix the name of what I set it to so that I knew what it is because it records itself and saves it for me. The other one's currently saving. But all right, so we left off at
Can I make I wanted to make a couple suggestions about the samples.
okay.
I'm not gonna do it this Saturday because we're going to World Tour, but my next day off, I plan on taking my samples and my pamphlets and everything and going down to the coffee shop that is downtown and sitting there and putting my samples together. So, because I'm not the type of person to approach people, but I'm hoping people will ask me what I'm doing and I'll be
Right.
able to give them my business card and everything. But I was thinking about I think Nicole said she was running on with her kiddos or something. I mean, you go to kiddos activities, you can just kind of put your samples together at whatever you're
Mm-hmm.
waiting for your kiddos and
Yep. Or
drop
even
it
if you
in.
go to one of the restaurants that has a play place, and
Mhm.
while your kid's playing, you need something or want something to do, you can
Mhm.
be labeling stuff. You can be working through your testers and
Mhm.
um, and it's a good way that someone else will come up to you and start a conversation. I know
Right.
Juliet does that too, or she
Mhm.
wanted to. She was asking someone to push her into doing it.
Mhm.
You can also, if you have someone that wants to possibly join and you want to meet up with them and talk to them, you can go to a coffee shop like that and have your
Absolutely.
testers out.
Tax write-off.
And that's a tax write-off. You can write off your coffee then.
Oh.
Business expense. Just like when we go to World Tour, that's a whole nother thing, but I'll just say it real quick. When
Oh.
you go to an event, your mileage is tax deductible. Your
Mhm.
food while you're there is tax deductible, and the price of your ticket is tax deductible because they're
Oh.
expenses.
That's good.
So, just like I have a book here that I got for Christmas. It's just a little one, so it'll fit nice in my purse. And I have my receipts for this year in here so they don't get mixed in with my ones from last year. I started using it as a training book, but then I changed my mind on it. So I'm going to use it as my tax log so I can log mileage when we go somewhere, things like that. If you go to a party, your mileage to and from the party is a tax write-off, those kinds of things.
Good.
But we'll do that another day too because I'm still learning on that as well. There's a lot to learn when it comes to taxes. And maybe Nicole can help us out a little bit with that too because her husband, my foot's stuck and it's asleep. Her husband, I think she said, does taxes like for corporate. So he might have some tips and tricks for us too. Can help us out with some questions. But all right, so we were on bullet 2.
Mhm.
Here comes Duncan. You're on bullet 2. Come here. About gaining new customers using Facebook, your VIP group, your personal group, your furry little dog.
Hi, Duncan.
You kind of stink from being outside. It's wet outside. Your VIP group, your personal group, share in person with friends and family. Don't be afraid to
Spencer needs doggy shampoo.
yeah, she needs a bath. And Scentsy should come out with doggy shampoo.
Yeah, right.
I think they mentioned that in one of the last director calls that they did,
Uh-huh.
like when they were announcing who hit director on their public page. And they're like, that is a good idea.
Sorry, I distracted you from customers
Okay.
again.
I have on here, you should be trying a new product a month, like I mentioned.
Mhm.
Let me make sure I didn't miss anything about Facebook. I think we're good. I think we covered everything about Facebook that I wanted to. In your VIP group, just to help create recurring customers, because those are just as important as new ones. Just be interactive with them. Ask their opinion. Everyone, I just put him up there and he left. Everyone wants to give their opinion. And the more that people give their opinion, the more you get to know about them. And then also you'll know what kind of scents they like. So when we have something new come out, you will know what to recommend to them. The last video is done downloading. It just notified me. All right, so the next bullet I have on here, and it kind of falls under Facebook a little bit. Brand yourself. Create your own brand, but also brand yourself with Scentsy objects as you can afford them. Like we always say, you don't have to buy everything when you start out. Just add something little every month. Some of us go overboard. Both of us. But I'm not going overboard right now because I don't have the funds to go overboard. So I need to work my booty more so I can buy more. But Brand Yourself by Scentsy shirts, which you can even get in our family store for a good price.
Mm-hmm.
I have a simple plain cotton purple tee that says Scentsy on it. And if we're going back to the tax write-off thing, whenever you wear that, if you go out and do something, this is where it gets a little tricky though. It's a tax write-off because you're advertising, especially if you have your info on your shirt, which some of the shirts that we can order from certain places, you can have it personalized and have your website on it. It's
So the shirt I just bought would have been a tax write-off there.
It's advertising. Yep. Any Scentsy logo items are tax write-off.
Wow, I just think made them richer because I'm about to buy 5 more shirts then.
There's cups in the Scentsy family store to brand yourself with. I've got coffee mugs. I should have brought one of them in here with me.
Oh, I got the one that the butterflies change colors.
You have that one, yep. I have one that's stainless steel that has a flip cap on it.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
It was like $5 when I bought it. There's some stuff in there. You can find some really good deals, especially when we switch from, I can't not sit on my foot, especially when we switch from catalog to catalog and season to season. It's considered spring summer, but it doesn't look spring summery, and you can get it on clearance then.
So you know when people order from us, like when we have a party going and we want to send something like a Scentsy cup or something like that, can I do that like a new customer and their address and actually put like the Scentsy cup to send them?
I believe so, yeah. And if like you wanted to, if they were having you put the order in.
Even if they ordered on the online and I want to send them like a thank you, a surprise, like especially like when I had that almost $200 order out of the blue, I could have sent her.
You could have sent her a Scentsy cup.
Yep. Instead, because I always think about, I'm going to send them like a little warmer or something. And then I'm like, oh, no, I should send them branding stuff that they'll use.
Right. And then that'll remind them of you.
Right. And now it's, Teresa sent this to me. Oh, my wax is getting low.
Yep. And that's another thing. Whenever you're placing an order, even if you're doing a party for yourself, you can add those family store items in your cart under the party so that you can get your free shipping on it too. You don't have to make a separate order and order through family store. The items, you just have to figure out what the name is so you can pull up the right item.
Right.
Add it to your cart. So Katie might not be aware of that. But shirts, cups, because you're making it easier for people to reach out to you. They're going to see you walking through a store and they're going to see Scentsy plastered on your back. And a lot of people aren't as shy as some of us are. A lot of people are very outgoing and they'll come up to you. I've had it happen to me with my shirt that I have. And she's like, oh, Scentsy, I love Scentsy. My best friend sells Scentsy. And those cases that they're not going to be your customer, you just have a conversation with them about how awesome Scentsy is and what's their favorite scent and things like that. The cups are the same way. I usually always have a cup no matter where I go. And most of the time it's my Scentsy cup. They have tumblers in the family store too, the ones with the straw for cold drinks. So no matter what the season is, you can have a Scentsy cup. If you have got water with you wherever you go, it can be Scentsyfied so that everybody knows you're the Scentsy lady because that's how you want to be known. The other thing to consider, which you're going to have to check your state laws, is a window cling for your car. Massachusetts, we are not allowed to have any contact information on our vehicles without having commercial plates, which also requires commercial insurance. So that's why I haven't put my name on my car, even though I want to so bad. Right now where I'm at in my business, it's not worthwhile, but that is a tax deduction as well. And then wherever you drive, that mileage is tax deductible because you're advertising everywhere you go. But anyways, right now I currently have a sticker on my car that says Scentsy Independent Consultant, which you can also get in the family store. It was $3.
Oh, I forgot I got that and I didn't put it on my car. Okay.
You can also get one that says Catalogs on Board, and then it has the Scentsy logo, which I think that's actually the one that I have. Duncan, get in here. So I have that on my car, and then I found another lady in one of the Scentsy groups that she made me an outline of a warmer and an outline of the Scentsy Go, I'll have to post those pictures up because not everyone knows that those are on my car.
Mhm.
So I've branded myself legally in Mass so that people do know who I am. So now my customer that's down at the bank that I met through my like page, she knows my car. She knows I drive a white Explorer, and she knows that I have a warmer and stuff on the back.
Mhm.
So with the catalogs on board as well, can you tell him to be quiet?
Make sure you have catalogs on board.
You have catalogs on board, which you should always have some in your purse along with your drawing slips and whatnot. But I can't think because Remy just started barking. Having those on your car is going to also help that if you have any outgoing people that you come across and they see it, though they may stop you and ask you for a catalog, or you're a Scentsy lady, I need Scentsy, because people are addictive about Scentsy and consultants fall off. It's something normal, and then they need a new consultant. They don't know who to get it through.
We're looking for a new dealer.
Lock the dogs in the office or something so that Remy is quiet. He has them both on now. I got yelled at for when he only had one on. He didn't hear a damn word I just said. All right, so moving forward. We so often forget to share, but when you brand yourself, it will take out the hard part of remembering to share. You should still be sharing, but it'll help you get new customers without you needing to remember, like, because we get busy. We don't think, oh, I should share that with that person. But when you brand yourself, the more items you buy, which a bunch of the directors and whatnot, it's, unless they're going on a date, they're wearing Scentsy gear. If they're allowed to wear it to wherever they're going, that's what they wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the gym, so wearing my Scentsy t-shirt will be just fabulous.
Yep. It starts the conversation. People will come up to you, reading through my notes here. Make sure you have a business card and a sample at least to give them. And then you can tell them, if you only have business cards and samples with you, you can tell them, hey, fill this out and I'll send you a catalog. Simple like that too, so you don't have to carry them with you and they get all banged up too. Mm-hmm. I'm reading through my notes. Okay. Don't be scared to share is the last thing I said in that section. Number 3, which this is something I'm getting ready to do. I just realized that my VIP page is over 100 people now. And I have 106 contacts because not everyone's on my Facebook. But depending on how our appointment goes on Monday and what our decision is towards IVF and whatnot and how much I need to start possibly making and working my butt off even extra, a good way to get new customers is to ask your current customers for referrals. Because if they love Scentsy, they have to know at least one person, which they have their list of 100 themselves, but they have to have at least one person that they're close with that they know would enjoy Scentsy. And if they know your story because you've shared your why you're doing this, that may also be shared with whoever they're going to refer. Always ask them to ask the person first.
Right.
So that you're not blindsiding someone like, oh, so-and-so sent me your name.
You could also say, hey, if you give me a referral, I'll enter you and your referral into your monthly drawing.
Right. And that's where my next bullet is it's okay, because that's a good idea too. I like lots of different ideas because depending on the season, depending on the month and the way I'm feeling, I do things differently. They're all kind of the same, but you've got to find new ways to word things and become fresh and new and just have something new to say. So what my original idea was that referral system, if you refer someone, you get a free, where are mine? I will send you a free scent circle in the mail as a thank you. So I bought these during the clearance sale, what the heck did we call it? Flash sale. Mm-hmm. And then I got these thank you Scentsy stickers from the Scentsy family store for like $3. They fit perfectly on there. And then right here, I'm going to put my contact info. And then this can be put in a regular envelope with preferably a non-machinable stamp, but I've sent them with a regular stamp and it made it there fine. And put a little handwritten note in there about how much you appreciate that they helped you grow your small business and referred someone to you, and then you love them dearly and they're the best. But these have multi-purpose being this way too. And that's something I actually didn't write down in here, but we're going to segue to it. I'm gonna kill that dog. Carry some of these in your purse as well.
Is that Ollie and he wants to go to bed?
It's Ollie and he wants to be held.
Oh.
He's barking. Can you send him to bed?
I recognize the tap of his nails.
Right. So keep some of these in your purse and make sure you have your info either on it here, or another good place is to put it under here, because that's technically completely compliant. You're not covering up anything. But have your info on there, and when you go out to eat and you leave a tip, leave one of these. And leave a little like sticky note. You can easily carry sticky notes in your purse too. Leave a little sticky note on it and say, thank you for your awesome service. You can just leave it at that. Or you can say, thank you for your awesome service. I think you'd make an awesome Scentsy consultant. And then your contact info's on here. You're giving them something extra. Obviously still tip them. But you may gain a customer. You may gain a recruit by simply leaving them this, for lack of better words, cheap scent circle that gets product in their hands for cheap. You didn't even have to waste the time making a sample to give them. You're giving them an actual product, which makes them happy, and you're setting yourself apart. Like, thank you. I want a scent circle with my tip. But I have all of them ready. Like I said, you can get those in the family store. They are a pack that comes with like 4 different colors, I believe. Pink, yellow.
Are you
purple,
talking about the thank yous?
yeah, the stickers,
Mm-hmm.
and blue. And then also, when we're not having a flash sale and I need more of these, I go to the clearance section. They don't need to be current scents because you're giving them away for free. If someone contacts you then and you have a customer and they say, oh, I really want that scent that you left me, you can be like, I'm sorry, that one's not available, but this one is really close to it, and I think you'll like it as well. So it's a way to keep things tax deductible. These are gifts or advertising, either one, because you're putting your name on it. So like we talked about at the beginning, leaving samples, getting product in people's hands, it creates customers. All right, next part. Oh, real quick before we move on. Ask for the referrals. Ask for people that they may know that would like something, like we talked about before, the Friend Friday about sending something. You can do that as well. Ask your VIPs. Those are the people that you are probably the closest with and would feel the most comfortable. They're already customers, so you know they like Scentsy. When you need to book parties, like I need to book up February. Go to them first, because odds are high they have a wish list. And that's another thing. You can create a poll on your VIP group and ask, what's on your wish list? What do you like from the new catalog? Just to get a conversation started and you know something about them, and it gives you information then to contact them and be like, I saw that you really like that warmer and I could totally help you get it for half price or even for free. But ask your VIPs. They're the ones that are going to be the most likely to host a party for you, because they know you, they trust you, and they're in your group, and you're going to feel comfortable reaching out to them too. Odds are high you're going to be able to get however many parties you want to book, which, by the way, my goal is 4 months. I'm not overdoing it. I'm not underdoing it. 1 a week. And that does not include, like, if I do a mystery hostess party for my VIPs. That's an extra add-on. See, I'm coming up with all these ideas that I need to write down.
So I have a question. You've done a mock party before, Facebook party on here. Is it different when you do your mystery host party?
Not really.
Okay, so what the only difference is at the end, as long as the party qualifies, you do a random.
Yep, I have an app on my phone for a random wheel that I put everyone's names in. I do it in the order that they ordered so that it stays fair. And then they get an entry for every $25 spent.
Okay.
They get extra entries if they book a party, and they get extra entries if they join my team, because then those hostess rewards would help them get their business started with getting more product. I gotta write down a training idea.
Sorry, I interrupted
It's
you.
okay. Referrals. Ask your VIPs to have a party. Oh, why I'm only. Okay, let me write it down here before I forget again. It's about why I only have a goal of 4 parties and not more. I've walked the walk of doing 8 parties a month, and I've come to the conclusion it's better to have 4 parties that are better parties, that you poured more time into that hostess and coached her, and you get a $500 party out of it, rather than putting in the time to do 8 parties in a month and they hit minimum, and you still gain a couple customers, which is good, but you're overworking yourself for what you're going to get paid. It's better to have bigger parties with more people in them and more customers from that, because you're giving them more of your time rather than spreading yourself thin over so many people. But I wrote it down, so hopefully I'll remember. We'll do a training more so on that. But I have one here. Oh, your basket parties that you send out. If you get a referral or you host a party off of someone, because one of the best ways to get new customers is from parties, because they have their own list of people they know. If you send a basket party out, you need to make sure that you either include one of these, enter my drawing, or you need to tell the hostess that if she gets all the information on top of the order forms filled out, including address and phone number, that you'll give her an extra half off item. You use that perpetual for her. Because I did a party for a local girl, and she had a bunch of people at the bank that she works with place orders. There was like 3 girls on an order, and all I got were their first names, which I could barely even read, but I have no contact info to follow up with them now. That is horrible. How are you going to get recurring sales if they can't ever find you again? What I did do to try to save my behind, because I didn't know about, trying to set her up for success and telling her, I'll give you this if you do this. I included little notes in each package that said, I really appreciate your order on Angela's party, and please text me your mailing address so I can send you some free samples in the future. And I got a couple people, so that was better than no one. Saved my butt a little bit, but always, always, always tell your hostess you'll give her a free bar or a free scent circle if she gets all of those, the contact info on the top of an order form filled out, so you can do your follow-ups. Follow-ups are so freaking important. All right, next thing, book and have parties is number 4 on my list. Always have a call to action in your party, which I usually always have in my mock ones for you guys. I need to do a new one. I'm going to write that down too.
You're going to do a new mock one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do one for February at 10% off, and then I'll also do a new one for March. So that it makes it easier for you guys to take it and use it, but then also
I do my own thing, but you give lots of good ideas.
Right. February and March. Okay. Always do a call to action where one of the first things you ask them to do during party time is to go either like your business page or join your VIP group. I'm not super stingy about you have to place an order to get into my VIP group. You just need to be interested in Scentsy. Now, if you go away. If you if you brain fart. Oh, if you have them join and they don't show any interest after a couple months, you can choose to delete them if you want to, but I just let them fester and hang out, because you never know when they might come around and start commenting on stuff.
Don't know when they've been laid off from a job
Right.
or,
You don't know what's going on in their life.
right.
I have one that she hasn't ordered since I joined, but she went through a divorce and whatnot, so I'm not gonna stick her. That's rude. But you never know. She might decide that she's ready to have some more Scentsy, and I was still lingering around, and she remembered me.
Sometimes you
Always
have a customer that only orders twice a year too,
right,
but
right. Always have that call to action to get them over on your group so you know where they are. You can find them on Facebook. You don't have to be friends with them right away, but you can find them on Facebook because they're in your group, and you can follow up with them and send them a message. After maybe you've followed up with them, send them a friend request so you can start commenting on their stuff and creating a relationship with them. Another thing is always, always, always try to book parties off of parties, because you're getting outside of your network and you're making a bigger network. So if you meet, let's start at the beginning. So I have my mom, and I obviously, weird noises. I have my mom, and she's my customer, and she has a party. And on it, or during the party, I meet one of her friends that lives in New Hampshire that I didn't even know. My mom has her circle of 100, and now this new friend, who we'll call Carolyn, she has her own set of 100. If you get her to book a party, you're meeting all of her new people too. And then if she has someone whose name we'll say is Stacy, she has a friend named Stacy that has a party, she has her own circle of 100 that you're going to get customers from. Even think of every party that, even if you get one customer, it's worth it, because that's one more person that's purchasing from you. That is, he's getting sick. That's one more person adding to your PRV every month or every other month or twice a year. And you just grow and grow and grow. That's how my customer base now, I've got people all over the United States. I've got people in Texas. I've got people in Washington. I've got people in Pennsylvania, from where I was born and raised. They're everywhere. I've got people that I do not know for the life of in Iowa that are completely like, I don't even remember how I met them, but they're my customers now. And that's how you get outside your circle. Like you said, Teresa, you're not stuck in your Walmart bubble, or you're not stuck in your just friends and you've depleted all their funds for supporting your business. You have to grow, and you have to meet new people. And that's
Right.
also how you grow personally as a person too, is by meeting more people. So book parties off of parties. And I have a point in here because this has been true for me. Just trying to figure out how to get on my desk. You're probably not going to book parties just by posting in a party, hey, have a party and you'll get this. If you're enticing them with products, it's probably going to help, but I hate having to give away free stuff just to get an order or just to get a booking, because that's going to put you in the hole faster than you can swim out of it. I like to try to entice them in other ways, but the main way I usually use is I'll have a call to action in the party, maybe not during the party. I mean, during the party's fine though too, about what's on your wish list. What's one item on the website that you would have sent to you right now if it were free? And when they fill it out, especially if they place an order and it's not on there, that gives you a way to contact them and say, hey, I saw that Hokey Pokey, our chicken warmer, was on your wish list. I would love to help you get that for free. We could do a simple Facebook party like we did here tonight for your friend Angela, and you could have it in your house and not even pay a dime for it. And they're like, free product just to have a Facebook party? That's possible? And you have yourself a party booked, and now you've got yourself a whole new network that you're going to just spiderweb off of constantly. And you're going to have new people, and everybody has, like we said, their list of 100. So you need to reach out to some people. Whoever is the most active in the party are usually the ones that I target and reach out to, because they're socializing with you. They're open to the idea. They like Scentsy. So odds are pretty high that they're going to say yes. I have had several people, though, still post the thing about, if you book a party with me, you get blah, 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 or whatever. The call to action, because I have had several people in the past with 31 and Scentsy that have commented on it and like, I want to have a party. And that's an easy one. You've got yourself a party booked and you didn't really do anything. But don't be afraid to reach out. Always try to book at least one party off a party so you can keep going. That's how you're going to progress.
And how do you have your first party if you're just thinking about joining?
Your mom. Or
your mom or yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I like about this
I guess
company,
that would be your second. Have your first as your launch.
right?
Party for you. Use those credits to get yourself more products for free so you can help build your business.
Right.
And then tell your mom she's having a party.
Right. But the thing is, it's always good if you can have a party each month for yourself too, or if you're trying to build that customer base to have people be a host for you.
Right.
If you always have a party, you can use the rewards to build your party too.
Always have an extra party open. I usually call mine no party, order here. Have it listed on your website. Have it open for the whole month. Because you can even extend it. If you don't get to the minimum,
right,
extend it and show it for the next month. Nobody knows you've had it open.
Right.
And I need to be more transparent too with my VIPs and let them know that I always have a party open on my website. And that party is not necessarily just for me to be able to get stuff for free. It's so that I can get stuff like those scent circles to be able to give you guys extra things too.
Right. Like I said, I had that party open since October 31st. I was crazy during the Christmas season, so I never closed. I mean, I closed the party. I just reopened it to, I was like at $350 in that party, and you better believe I'm getting me some stuff with that. I'm like, I'm about to, but I'm thinking about all the warmers that are transitioning that I don't have that I want to get. So.
Right. And you can use them some months just for yourself. You can get warmers so you can add to your stock if you want to do a warmer wall, which that's another topic I need to do.
Warmer wall.
Video on. Or other months, use them for getting samples. It's still a tax write-off, even a cheaper, and you're saving yourself money until tax time. But always have a party open for yourself. When someone randomly messages you and says, hey, I need more washer whiffs, and I need them now, and they want you to put their order in. They want you to put their order in.
For them.
Yeah. You can even still just go on your website and select that party because you don't want to close that party yet. Select that party on your website and put the order in for them. And then you have yourself some credits. Like right now I have 2 orders in on a party that I don't have any intentions of closing maybe until next month during 10% off.
Right.
But I just add my recurring customers in there. I've got several that insist I even keep their card info on hand, which we're not supposed to do, just FYI. But I've got some family members that I do it personally for them. But they'll message me and be like, hey, I want this, charge my card on file. Okay. Because they don't want to be bothered with having to go to my website and find the items and put them in. They'd rather just tell me this is what I want, and I know you'll take care of it, and I order it for them, and they're happy. And those are the ones that you get to put on that party for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask to book parties. The biggest thing I do when I don't have any leads for parties is I have a booking blitz for myself. I sit down, I make a list of people that I feel comfortable reaching out to, and maybe add on a couple that scare the shit out of me because they're the ones that surprise you and have bomb parties. Because if they scare you because they're super outgoing, that means they're probably going to have a good party because they know a lot of people, they're friendly with a lot of people, and they're not afraid to be like, hey, I'm having a party, you should come. Those are also the people that you should talk to about recruiting as well, because if they're outgoing, they make good consultants. I think Allison mentioned that yesterday, did she not? Maybe it was a couple trainings ago.
Oh, yeah.
People that scare you are the people you should actually be talking to.
I don't remember. I remember just watching the Maggie and Scott thing yesterday, and they were talking about they're not outgoing people. You can still do this because I'm like, because that's my kind of people. I'm like, I might seem like I talk a lot here, but I'm not an outgoing person.
We're more outgoing with the people that we're comfortable around.
Right.
When you're not an outgoing person.
And I'm more outgoing online than I am in person.
Right, which that's a normal factor for everyone too. There's a safety net there. You can filter what you say and whatnot by
and I don't.
Not everyone filters though.
I don't feel the rejection when people say no when they say no through Facebook. So.
Right. Wish list. What else do I have on here? I have one last point. Oh, this is the one I came up with this evening when I was prepping to start this. Join a group. Find a group on Facebook that you have interest in, whether it be Ray Dunn or whether it be, I'll just list off like my interests, German Shepherd group, or a trying to conceive group, an infertility group, something you have interest in. Go in there. Try to find one that's not crappy, because there's a lot of crappy ones out there. Go in there and make friends.
Right.
Don't mention that you sell Scentsy. Have it plastered on your personal page that if someone goes to your page and you're not friends, they can see maybe your banner, or you have your website listed in your About Me section, so they know that you're a Scentsy consultant. But don't mention it. Right. Just go in and share interests with people. And the more you talk to them, and if you start to feel comfortable, like you keep commenting on their same things or whatever, send them a friend request. That's the beginning to a new customer and a new friendship, more so first.
I just joined a yoga group that it's a yoga program that I've watched the infomercial on before, and I'm considering the DVDs. They also have an online app, and I'm like, yeah, I can make some friends in here, but right now I'm just like in the group making, because I want to know more about the DVDs for myself and see the results people are having, and I'm like, oh, there's some people in here I would be friends with in real life. So
yeah, because people you have interest with, you're gonna have an easy time talking to them and creating conversation. And then once you become Facebook friends, it's even easier commenting on each other's posts and whatnot. So I'm making it sound easier than it is too.
Right.
It's going to take time. Like anything, it's going to take time. You're going to have to go in there. You're going to have to participate and comment on things. And then you're going to also have to be ballsy enough that if you find someone, say that they're like local to you in the group, like Ray Dunn, there's Massachusetts people, or you get in the Mass group kind of thing, your state group, then find local people and add them as friends. I've got a couple. I've never approached them about Scentsy. I've got one girl that she wants me to look for stuff when I go out for her, but I haven't really been going out. So, but just create friendships that way. Comment on their stuff. And if we need to go back real quick, the whole Facebook thing, it's all about creating a relationship. And it's not to be spammy. You're not just doing it for the sale. You're doing it because it's going to grow you as a person. You don't have to be best friends with everyone you meet.
You need connections in life.
Right. And the more connections you have when you're going through something, the amount of support that my ladies in my VIP group have shown me, because they're also on my personal page, but I'm personal with them. I let them know what I'm struggling with. I don't tell them every bad thing in my life because no one wants a Debbie Downer. But they've offered me more support than some of the people that I've known my whole life. And I have never even met these people in real life, especially when we went through like the loss 2 Christmases ago. I had so much support from people that I have never even met. I've never even heard their voice, but yet like they care about me. They obviously don't just see me as their Scentsy lady. They see me as a person because I'm personal with them. And that's it. It all falls into the create a relationship. A relationship creates trust. Trust creates customers, or even if they're not your customers, who cares? They may still know someone. That's another thing. If you have someone that's like, I'm not interested in Scentsy, flat out ask them if they know anyone that would be. They might have a friend that would be, and ask them, like, can I send you a business card and you give it to them? Or can you just let them know, here's my link to my group. I'd love to have them join. You never know what could come out of it. So why not try? Why not give it a chance? So that's all my notes that I have in here of ways. I think that gives you lots of out of the box. I'm not telling you to go out tomorrow and go to the grocery store and talk to the person in front of you and say, hey, I sell Scentsy and I think that you would like it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be super outgoing. These are all ways that me as a homebody that I use, and I meet new people and I create friendships and I create new customers. I create recurring customers because those are my favorite. I like to know what people like and what's their favorite, and then be able to talk to them about it. So it doesn't have to be scary. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to be salesy. That's my main thing. You do not have to be salesy. You just have to be able to share. Share.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Scentsy is like the easiest, I think, thing to sell and have a business on. Because like what Maggie said in that video too, it's consumable. You need more. Eventually, you're going to run out.
I can't wait for my clothes to smell like pristine water. So.
Oh, I'm so excited. I literally screamed when I saw that on the new catalog. And it's a cause product. So
Right.
it's going to be helping build houses. I lost my page I was writing on.
Sorry.
No, I mean, like, I can't find it in my book.
Oh.
I just picked a random empty page. But, so yeah, that's my way. If you have any questions on specifically, like, what I say more so, or you just want to talk about something specific and how I do it, you can just reach out to me and I'll answer your questions. I'm an open book. The next training that I kind of have planned, my throat's starting to hurt. I swear if he's getting me sick.
We cannot be sick before after Saturday. Then maybe.
I'm hoping it's just the amount of talking. Usually
I
is.
rebuke it all in the name of Jesus.
My next idea for training next week, unless someone else has a request, is, okay, I have customers. Now what do I do? So I think that's the next step that would be asked for. You gain all these new customers. Now what do you do with them? How do you follow up with them? Those kind of things. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to work on for next week. And we might just have to do two. We might have to do one that's planned and one that's spontaneous, so that at least spontaneous for everyone but you and I, so we can get on and talk about World Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Be shared.
Oh, yeah.
Find my spot here.
Oh, yeah. I know after Saturday we're going to want to blab our mouths.
Right. I need to find my picture that I saved to my phone that says, I'm going to World Tour in Boston, so I can share it on Facebook.
It does still say tickets are available, right? Because I still have to buy my ticket at the door.
Yeah, last time I checked, it didn't say anything.
I mean, because they're not selling tickets, so I should still.
Right. Yeah.
We had a horrible dream that we got there and they were sold out, and you guys went in, and I had to find something to do for 8 hours in Boston.
That would be so boring and horrible. That would be really bad.
I know. I almost bought the ticket before, but my way my work goes, I didn't want to be out. That's money I could invest in the business if I couldn't go.
Right. Let me see if I can find.
Or buy a scratch ticket.
I need to tinkle. I can't find it, but I was just looking at it yesterday because I printed off like the itinerary of what's happening when, the agenda, my bad. I printed out my receipt from.
Do you have any idea who's coming to our world tour?
All I know is that Edie Ann from Maine is the one who is in charge of our location.
Okay.
So that means that we should like get to at least fangirl and see her.
Okay.
Pretty freaking cool. Have you ever watched any of her videos?
I remember watching a couple of her videos before, but now that you said it, I'm going to be going to watch more of her videos for Saturday.
She's kind of spunky and she tells it how it is. Not in the same way that Carol does, where Carol's kind of vulgar, which I like too. But just in the way of like, she has her opinion and she likes to laugh and be funny too. I printed off parking places because they updated World Tour page finally. And there was a link for parking garages, even though I already have one in mind, which I can get into. They don't really.
So will it, because I'm still on my cane, will it be a long walk or?
No, the one that I'm preferring is underneath or right next to the convention. It's the convention parking lot, but there is a dentist thing going on. Well, the last day, it's their last day of their convention when we go. So I wanted to have this list so that we're not like, oh, where do I park? And trying to search through a map. We have addresses and directions. But I'm really, really excited to attend my first event.
Me too.
I think it's going to pump us up. And I know that not everyone can go, just like I haven't been able to go before. So I want to make sure that we come back and we share with everyone what we've learned. Hopefully I'll take some pictures and whatnot so we can share.
Awesome.
But yeah, I think that's all. So I can end this and save it, and I'll upload them, and I can FaceTime you then.
All right.
Talk about other stuff.
Good meeting.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So if you have any questions, anybody, when you watch this, comment below or send me a message, and I'll answer them for you. But
Okie doke.
see ya.